You only need two sprites for this one for the keyword letters and one to show what you have typed. For the typed letters, have a sprite for every letter and name them all after the letter. For the keyword letters, have a sprite for every letter and have a sprite for backspace and enter. What I did was make the entire keyboard first and then separated it into costumes. I have this in the backdrop to avoid any gaps between the letters during cloning. These are all the scripts needed for the keyboard to spawn. A forever script isn't needed, but I like to make the key turn darker when you hover over it so players know you can click it. For the block, make sure you take the run without screen refresh. This makes the cloning instant. I'm putting the flag here because nothing is telling the game to open up a keyboard window, but for California Clan, I used a broadcast to set up the keyboard instead of the flag I'm using here. For the keys, we only have two special keys, so separate them as their own thing. If the key clicked is a normal letter, it will add the letter to the variable and then tell the keyboard to delete and retype instantly. I have less than 13 here because I tested that only 13 letters will fit on my screen with the size I have the letters at. This is what we need in the typed letter sprite. Make sure the delete this clone is above the type word block. The letters need to delete before the sprite retypes the word. Next, we'll work on the backspace. That'll be a new block that runs without screen refresh. For this block, it needs to retype your word but leave out the last letter. In order to do this, I've made two variables for this sprite only, new word for backspace and count. The count variable goes through your typed word and saves all the letters it sees in the new variable, but it doesn't send the last letter. Then your typed word is set to the new word. This gives the illusion that you deleted a letter even though what you did was just not send the last one. Lastly, the enter key just sets whatever variable you're typing for. This could be the player name variable or whatever you want the player to be typing. Whenever the keyboard is called, I've set this variable to nothing just to initialize it, but after this you've made a working keyboard. Whenever enter is pressed, you could send a broadcast that deletes all the clones and hides the keyboard so you could continue playing your game.